The Odessa Jackalopes finished off the 2017 calendar year against the Amarillo Bulls, and on Friday night, the Bulls take a 2-0 lead. Second power play comes after this penalty on Lucas Anderson, but the Jacks would get one back as Evan Somoza here from his own end, deciding to go coast to coast, right to left, now beats Grande outright and brings the Jackalopes back within one. Into the third period now, Jackalopes still trailing by one, but on a shorthanded attempt, Matt Brown collects a rebound and puts it over Grande to tie the game up late in the final period. After a scoreless overtime, we head into a shootout, and Bredette makes three fantastic saves, including this one here on Alex Peterson, kicking it out of the air with that right pad. That would make space for Evan Somoza to show us some of his top skills, his best Patrick Kane impression here before the shovel on in, and the Jackalopes able to take this game by a final score of 3-2 after having to come back from a 2-0 deficit after one. Heading into Saturday night, now the team switch places, and this one at the Amarillo Civic Center with the Bulls leading 1-0, and Eric Huss does his best job in the corner, a clearing attempt by Amarillo, knocked down by Matt Brown, and he shoots one as the puck has eyes to beat Jason Grande on the short side through the littlest sliver. With the game tied 1-1, Amarillo onto another power play after Lucas Anderson gets an interference call here, and the Bulls go ahead, they score, and they take a 2-1 lead. Don't count out the Jacks, though, as early on in the third period, it would be Evan Somoza who ties the game. After a little broken play down in front, Jackalopes tie the thing up a minute 45 into the final frame. The Jacks were looking for their first regulation lead of the series as Zach Hines finds Peter Miko, and he floats it over the goaltender Jason Grande for the game-winning goal, 3:01 remaining in regulation at the time. Down in the final 10 seconds, Amarillo gets a good shot off that Epp swats out of the air. Couple of rebound chances, the Jackalopes get in the way, and the Jacks come out victorious here 3-2 once again as Brett Epp puts up another outstanding effort in the win. Jackalopes take their second straight look for the sweep on Sunday. Now let's take a look at the New Year's Eve game on Sunday, as the Jacks are trailing 1-0 again, but Blake Bride to Matt Brown, and Brown floats one over Mikuchi's shoulder, tying the game up at 1-1 with less than a minute remaining in the first period. Bulls started the second period on a power play as they get a wide open backdoor shot, but look here, Alex Camara interfered with, and so right away Tyler Brumfield waves the goal off. No goal for Amarillo as they looked for the 2-1 lead. The Jacks would go ahead and get the party started in the third as it's a tie game. Peyton Franny's shot goes wide, but a hard rebound to Ricky Carballo as he takes a tumble but scores in the process, leading the Jackalopes to a 2-1 lead early on once again in the third period. Another goal only about 2 minutes later here as Hines finds Somoza and he pushes one past Mikuchi, and the Jackalopes now lead by 2. This time it would be Evan Somoza on the assist as Matt Brown nets his fourth goal of the weekend, second of the night, and you can see here he takes a tumble after being knocked down, and then Nikita Sokolov and Evan Somoza right there get into it. Evan Somoza, the Gordie Howe hat trick on the night as he finishes with 1 goal, 2 assists, and a fight to his name. Amarillo would get one back late in the third, but once again the Jackalopes not finished as Zach Herman's shot goes off of Victor Johansson and in. Jackalopes the 5-2 victory. Alex Camara 45 saves, and the Jacks are dominant. The 3-game sweep now 8-1-1 over their past 10 games.